Hi, welcome to Hoover Hills Farms. In front of me today, this is the last puppy that was born on June the 14th, 2026. This is a solid black toy poodle, and his name is Sarge, and he did, which I thought, was kind of strange. He was born solid black, and sometimes they'll get like this little tiny white patch here in front, but when his adult hair grows in, that should disappear. I always thought that was kind of strange. Either that or it was so tiny, one or two hairs, that you can't, physically see it. But Sarge is really a unique poodle. And, every single one of my puppies, I've been doing this for 5 years, has their own personality. I mean, they're just like children. There's never two the same. And that's the fun part for me. Okay, let's move up here and then sit. And he's black, so it's kind of hard. Sit, good boy. It's kind of hard to see his face, but he is what I call an old soul. He is so smart and so calm and so jolly and so happy, and he just has an old soul. I mean, we went when we started walking. This is to give you an example. When we started walking, I have concrete, and then we have the pavement, as the street, and then we go back onto concrete. Well, I didn't think about it, and I guess it was too warm for his paws. And so the next morning that we went out to go walking, all the puppies are following me. He gets to the end of the driveway and he's like, "Nope, no way," and he just stops. And he did this for like 3 or 4 days because he has such a good memory and he's so smart that he's like, "I don't have to do this twice. I know that that road is hot and I'm not walking across it." And it took me a couple days to figure out what he was doing. And then I noticed it with several other things. When we did the potty training, in at nighttime, they're going into their playpen, and now mommy's not there, so we just started doing this, and they still have to get up once through the middle of the night so I can check on them, and he would not stop crying, and I couldn't figure out why. And then it was because he wanted to go outside to go potty. So, I picked him up and I didn't realize till I said, "Well, do you have to go potty?" And I put him on the pee pad and he went into the poopy stage, the squatting stage, but he wanted to go outside to go potty. So, he's just so smart and he is so calm and he has an old soul and he loves to eat. Sarge loves to eat, and he's a sweetheart. He'll just let you love on him and hug on him, won't you? And he just loves it. And he's fine. I was gonna get away from the glare from the windows. He is so fine just to sit in your lap and be cuddled. And he did so well with his baths. I mean, he just has an old, happy, jolly soul. Just as sweet as it could be. We did our first ride trip yesterday, and he's like, "Oh, this is really cool," and we did the shopping cart. I mean, everything, he just picks up on it so quickly and calmly. He's just so calm, and he's just so smart, aren't you? Have you got an old gentleman soul? You? Have you got an old gentleman soul? And he did really good with cutting his nails, the shears. Like, I can do it right now. He'll let you just do about anything you want to him, but if he doesn't like something, he'll tell you. And he loves outside. He loves outside, and he doesn't wander off. He usually, like, checks on you, see where you're at, but he does like to investigate. Like, I've noticed, he will kind of get distracted, because he likes dad a lot. And he'll follow dad, and I have to kind of watch him because he'll go with dad. And dad, kind of goes too far where I don't like it. But as soon as I call him, he'll come running. But he is so gorgeous. Now he's got beautiful hair. It's very, very thick hair, but mom has more of a finer hair, and dad has more of a coarser hair, which for me is harder for me to maintain. And so I prefer this, you know, this hair. Out of all the three puppies, this is my favorite hair. And I usually always get one like this. It's super, super thick with a little fineness to it. So it's so much easier for me because I groom my own poodles. And he actually, he has so much hair, but he has the rounded shape too. And when you push his hair down, you can actually see his beautiful nose. And he has a beautiful structure. He's just got so much hair, beautiful nose, black eyes, and good disposition. See if you can stand him up. Okay, let's see. We've never done this before. Can you sit? There we go. He's perfect. He's just such a good little boy. Okay, you can sit now. Good job. And see how calm he is? When I took him shopping yesterday, and, I've been going to the Dollar General store, and I forgot my phone, so she's going to hopefully send me the link, and it didn't show up, so I have to stop in there and find out. But everyone kept commenting on, oh my gosh, we love, Sarge. He's so calm and so sweet, and everybody picked him up. Everybody held him. And, that's what I do. I don't want their first car ride to be the vets. And, I have to be really careful where I take them because they don't have their shots. And so I'm very conscious about that. And then I don't want it to be a long trip either. So the dollar store is like 5 minutes from me. Hi, sweetheart. The dollar store is like, hi. The dollar store is like 5 minutes from me. And he wants to be cuddled. Is like 5 minutes from me. And so it's like a really, really short trip. And I've been going there, for 5 years. And I always call her to make sure I get the same sales lady and make sure that it's not too crowded because I don't want to overstimulate him. But this is Sarge, and he is a male, and he's absolutely beautiful. And he just has a very calm, old soul, very smart, very intelligent, but he does have an appetite. I know when I was trying to train him to sit, he just wanted that food no matter what, so I had to kind of discipline him a little bit to say you don't grab the food and don't bite hard because I don't allow them to bite my fingers, and I use the flicking no, discipline. And I only had to do it to him one time, and that's one thing I like about Sarge, and he does get his feelings hurt really easily, and I've noticed that. So even though he's got an old soul and he's smart, he does get his feelings hurt very quickly. That's probably because he is so smart. And so it only took him one time, and then he got it. Oh, I can't do that, So he's going to be easy to train. But this is Linda, and I love you guys. And this is Sarge. So, supposedly he's taken, but I always, do videos for, all of my puppies because you never know what's going to happen. People go get in car accidents, they can change their mind, whatever. I was in a car accident, broken neck. My sister died in a car accident in her 20s. So, I always just want to make sure I find really good homes. I know, I love you. I love you. Is that, you want me to be quiet? I think he's telling me to, shh. That's how smart he is. He just put his paws on my mouth and said, Mom, that's enough. Okay, well, anyway, this is Sarge. And I don't know whether he's available or not, but I will let you know. They're supposed to pick him up, and I forgot the date. I think it's within a week, week and a half or 2 weeks, but I'll let you know. Anyway, I love you guys. Bye-bye. Say bye. Can you get close, Sarge? Can you get close? It's so hard to see black dogs. There we go. There we go. Mm. Okay, bye bye, everybody.